I am back about 3 weeks later. Oh my gosh. If I look disheveled, it's because I am. I was out running errands and stuff. I haven't made as many as I thought I would. Classic case of vastly underestimating how much work it takes to make one of these things. I actually have one of them in front of me right now that I'm planning on trying to finish. Oh, I need to make the face. I'll do that off camera. I can't remember where we last left off. I'm sorry. So we have these two books in front of us, and I apologize to the author of this book. I will just cut to the chase. I didn't end up making anything from this book. When I got down to it and I was ready to crochet, I really just wanted to do something from here. I had planned to do something from each of these books. It didn't happen. I really prefer, I think maybe this is just more my style, the kawaii stuff. So I didn't make anything from here, and I think I'm going to return it and just not look back. The items are beautiful, and I think anyone else should check out this book. It's just maybe not particularly my style as much as I thought it was when I was in the library. On the other hand, this one, Kawaii Crochet Garden, I'm gonna see if I can extend this. The past 3 weeks have been a little bit crazy for me. I'm gonna see if I can extend or renew this book so I don't have to give it up right away. I had only been able to make 2 things, actually not even been able to make 2 things. It was like 1.9 things. I'm still working on this one. This is the Billy buttons. I think it was from the yellow section, the Billy buttons. I had planned to make like multiple, and oh, I just noticed. So you know how this book is arranged by color, and I would always keep flipping through it to find the yellow? I could have saved myself a lot of time because the side of the book, the page has the striped color on it. It could have just saved me a lot of time. Okay, so for the yellow, I had made these Billy buttons, and I made this one first, and what happened was, here is the original picture of what the pattern is. I decided to be a creative genius and deviate from the original pattern. You know how it's one solid color for the vase? I thought that I could make this like a 2-toned thing and still like it. I don't like how this turned out. And truth be told, it was because I ran out of the purple. Well, and I actually did have enough of this red color, but I didn't want to use red color because I wanted to use the red for the cheeks. I don't regret what I did. I mean, I regret it, but I am happy that I experimented. I found out what I found out, which is I don't like this. It reminds me of a nail polish bottle. But I want to finish it. So the instructions are to wrap wire with green yarn, but I happen to have green, what is this called? Pipe cleaner. So I'm just finishing that up and putting that in here. So coincidentally, the pipe cleaner comes as 30 centimeters long, and you need 10 centimeters worth for one of these buttons. So it was perfect to split it up in 3. Also, I was making these balls. The instructions tell you to make 7 of them. I was over it by the 4th one, so I made 5 of them. So I cut enough for 5 Billy buttons. I think it should still look good, right? And then I measured it using this. Isn't this cute? It's a Hello Kitty. I got it in Hawaii from, what is it called? The Dole Plantation? Is it the Dole Plantation? It's like a Hello Kitty in kind of the shape of a pineapple. And then you just push her back here, and then the rest of the ruler winds up. It's so cute. This is one of my favorite things. Okay, anyway, so that's how I measured the wire. And then the wire just goes in here, and then you stuff it into this. Oh, also, there is a circle where it's blue. There's a crocheted blue circle in there to represent water. I have a little bit left to finish up. When I got to this point where I just had the loose Billy buttons without the pipe cleaner in it, I was like, this is not coming out the way I wanted it to. So then I started making something else, which was a sunflower, which came out a lot better. I ended up gifting that one to my boss's boss for his 20th work anniversary, and he liked it. I felt a little silly giving it to him because I was like, he has 0 association with sunflowers, and this is so random, and he was not expecting this from me, but he liked it. I wasn't totally sure if I was loving the way it came out. Of course, I forgot to take video, so I just have pictures of it, but pictures are good enough. This is what happens when you have just like, when you're making stuff out of leftover yarn projects. No, when you're making stuff out of when you're making stuff from leftover projects like leftover yarn, nothing really kind of matches. And so the vibe, I wasn't totally sure if the vibe was vibing because the yellow that I used was kind of pastel, and the other colors on the product were a lot more bold. I just didn't know how it would turn out, but luckily it came out good. And then I Googled how to crochet numbers. And so I found a tutorial on how to crochet numbers, and then I did a 2 and a 0. And so now it says 20 because he's been there for 20 years. My plan was to give him like multiple things. I had wanted to give him this and the sunflower, but I wasn't feeling this and I didn't want to give it to him, so it was one item with the 2 and the 0 on it. So now I have, can you hear the tapping? My dog is dreaming. And the little one is undisturbed. Oh, I wonder what he's dreaming about. He's still running. Okay, so, okay, how is this? I don't know, I'm not sold. I don't know about this, I'm not loving it. So I need to do the mouth and then the blush underneath. Okay, so then yes, I Googled how to make numbers. So I found this website that teaches you how to crochet numbers and it was fantastic. I will link it below. It was very, very, very helpful. And the yarn weights were different weights. It was just, I had to make do. I had to make like an extra round one time because I was using different weights. Anyways, this looks like an alien. This looks like a nail polish alien. I'm sorry, I'm still not over the fact how much I dislike this. Okay, I need to figure out what to do with that. Anyways, so if the library grants me a few more weeks of this, probably 3 more weeks of this, I want to make the calla lily next. That's one I mentioned that was in my wedding bouquet, so I want to make that one. So this is the same vase as this one, so I'm going to stick to a solid color this time. So I am very happy with the kawaii book. If kawaii and plants are your jam, then you should get this one. I'm going to make more. I'm going to return the crocheted house plants, and then there are so many crochet books out there and knitting books. I'm going to definitely snag more because it's all free. I can't believe this much information is free. We are so lucky to be able to have this information at our fingertips. Also, when you use a book, it doesn't make your eyes hurt. For me, my eyes hurt when I look at a screen too much. So that's the benefit of it. All right, your turn. What do you think? Are you more of a realistic houseplant crocheting person? Or would you also join me in like the kawaii style plants? Because I see a calla lily in my future. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you will see it when I'm finished with it. And I hope you all have a good one. Bye.